Hey guys, how is everybody? Welcome. Hey guys. Ooh, I got an echo. Welcome to my late night chat. Jay cannot sleep. I've been having like insomnia lately. You want to hear the tea? I don't really have a lot of tea to spill. I'm kind of taking everything that's happened today, taking it all in. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but good morning. If it's morning in your neck of the woods or nighttime. Chamomile tea, I've tried. I've tried everything I can try. Tonight I was tired earlier. It's so weird because I get really tired around 8 p.m. and then I get like my second wind. If I don't fall asleep by a certain time, I get like a second wind and I just can't fall asleep. Lots of you are up. I was like, I was actually thinking about going on D Live. I haven't been on there in forever. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know who will, be on D Live. I thought, well, I've got more of a chance to have a good audience on YouTube tonight. So, Joker, you're up early. Love your name. I just saw that movie too. Anybody else see the Joker movie? Let me go back because I have some people I want to say hi to. Um, what's up, Jed? Brina Beans, thank you. What's up, Jason? Jason, my man. Hi, Sherry. Hello, Michigan gal. Hi, Travel Kern. Tammy, Nicola, Laura. Hi, Laura O'Brien. Laura sends me a lot of emails. And Laura, I know you understand that I can't always reply, but I know you understand that because you haven't given up on sending me emails, but I want you to know that I do read them all. What's up, Tom from Australia? It's 5:16 p.m. there. They are in the future. It's a circus. What's up? Greta, what's up from Norway? Sulfur Music, hey girl. D-Live is hard to navigate. I know a lot of people don't like D-Live. What's up, say Robbie? Quick hello before I get back to work in the 15-degree weather. I heard you guys are getting snow. Yuck. I am not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. It's getting cold here, but Australia's on Michigan Gal's bucket list. How was Joker? I liked it. I'm not a huge movie person. I don't watch a lot of movies, but that one, it captivated me. I've never watched Batman in my life, but I didn't need to watch that movie. I know, I need to do that, Sulfur Music. I haven't done that in a while. Shoot the shit, play some music. We just have fun. The jam nights. Jay's Jam Nights. Hey, Sav the Truth Troll. Welcome. Sav, love your channel. Love it. How are you, Beth? Mel Carter says, I live in Wisconsin. It just started snowing like 30 minutes ago. The Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson Batman, was that the one? Was that like the early 90s? Was that when Prince did the Batman song? Hi, Red Lotus. How are you? Beth Wade's is insomnia. Ugh. Yeah, insomnia sucks. Heath Ledger was the best because he's an Aussie. Michelle Pfeiffer. I never watched any of them. I have to admit, pretty lame, huh? Good to see you too, Pretty Bird, and thanks for that nice comment earlier. It was really nice. I gave it a heart. I have gotten a lot of emails and messages on the page in the last couple days, and since Mel and I, did our live and all of that stuff, and Jules for Thought, went off the deep end and kind of jumped the gun a little bit on me, and um, I want to thank everybody for their kind messages. Let's see. Been on painkillers after foot surgery. Ooh, I hope you feel better, Beth. What's up, Glamorous Life? What's your take on the Patrick Frazee trial? Guilty or not guilty? I think Nurse Crystal is in for a beating on the stand. Oh, yes. Let's talk about that. So, don't be worried about me, Beth Wade. I'm good. I'm good. I promise. So let's talk about Crazy Frazee for a minute. So today they started the jury selection, and I'm not sure if you guys follow Dad with a Phone. He's on Facebook and on YouTube, and he goes to all of these hearings and court dates, and now he is attending the trial. So he's definitely going to be your go-to man for this trial. I will be talking about it and breaking it down, but if you want to follow, in real time, he tweets, I think, from the courtroom, and he's going to be interviewing some of the jurors that were excused. And I did not watch his live from today, so I don't know if he was locked out or not. I was busy today and I didn't catch it, so I'm kind of catching up on what happened today. But I did see his post where he said he was going to be interviewing a dismissed juror, which I thought was sounding pretty cool. I'm not sure if he got in. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn. I just knew he went there. Am I still going to Colorado? No, that's been tabled. The court staff hate Dad with a Phone. Pretty Bird, yes, you're right. I do have a lot of people that are awesome. And I thank each and every one of you guys for being so awesome and supportive. Did Kathleen pull the book and walk away from Cindy? I'm going to admit here that I don't know. Because everything that happened when Jules went live, like, reactively, and made herself look like I attacked her, but she was attacking me even worse, like screaming at the top of her lungs and calling me every name in the book, and then accusing me that I was going to take my live down, which I never did. But hers went down, and I guess she was ashamed at how she acted, and she probably should have been. But I will come out, stronger. I mean, all of these things that happen, I mean, this isn't my first rodeo on YouTube. I've been putting up with a year's worth of harassment from Hypocritical K. That, was not easy to take, because for me, that's personal, because we know each other in real life. So, I don't know what she's saying. I don't know what happened with Kathleen. I've never talked to Kathleen. I don't know Kathleen. I think that Cindy may have made that choice, but I don't know for sure. When I find out, I will give you guys a detailed explanation, but I just haven't had time to even deal with this. I've had a lot going on myself. Yeah, so the camera's out of the courtroom. I mean, I get it. They're trying to, protect his right to a fair trial. And I get that. Hey, Gail. So I understand why they're not putting cameras in the courtroom. It's a bummer for us that love to watch these trials, and God knows we've been waiting for Patrick to have his day in court. The thing that scares me about this trial is that I think and I've said this for a while now, that I think he's going to pin it on Crystal, on KK. And I think if he blames it on KK, he has an opportunity, to create some doubt. And that's kind of scary to me. Hi, Mimi from New Zealand. Welcome. Thanks, Brina. It sounded like Kathleen had done a ton of research already. Walking away would be a big move. It would. It would. Yes, Tom. I know he's all over social media. But I really do think that's why they're doing it. But I've always felt like he was just going to blame her solely. And I don't think they can charge her. You watch, you will not take the stand. There was no Frazee DNA at her place. Do we know that for sure? Sensible crime, I agree with you. Although I think that an apology would go a long way. Maybe explaining, her thought process, and maybe she's not ready for that. It was protecting Frazee's right. It didn't have anything to do with protecting Frazee's right, but that the courtroom was too small for cameras. Well, but what they can do though, Joker, is they can have one camera, and they can do what's called a media pool, where one media outlet brings their camera in, and the rest stream off of that camera. So they wouldn't need multiple cameras in the courtroom. So did they say that? Did the judge say that, or was that a conclusion you came to, or? Because I went to a trial. A friend of mine's daughter actually was murdered, and I attended the preliminary and the entire trial, and that's what they did. They had a media pool for the cameras. And then the individual reporters could sit in there and tweet. Hi, Hazel. They did get a new sound system in the Teller County Courthouse. And I believe that Mike said that they had like a projector, a brand new projector. Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that, Joker. Sulfur Music. I think the family need time to hang back, not step into the limelight. It's too soon. I agree. I think it's too soon. I think they'll know when they're ready and not to force it. 8:29 a.m. in Spain. It is 3:29 a.m. in Michigan. So the judge is just old-fashioned. Swap the judge with, oh, I loved the Geiger judge. Yeah, I heard that. That Sandy's writing a book now. Brina, yeah, I really want to comment on her live, but I have to admit I haven't listened to it yet. I listened to some of it, and then my family and I watched a movie tonight. We watched that movie Eli on Netflix. Here, I was told it was so scary. Like, oh my God, be prepared to be scared. And it really was pretty dumb. It was really dumb. I don't know. I think when you grow up on, horror flicks like Stephen King and The Exorcist and Amityville Horror, that you see these movies they put on Netflix and they're kind of like, I don't know, they're just like really kind of cheesy. I didn't miss much with the live. Well, people sent me screenshots and people were messaging me, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Was it us by any chance? What does that mean? Excuse me. I still have that cough too. Sensible Crime says the parents of Dahmer, Lanza, and Klebold said wise things. I felt bad for all of them. How is it different, Katja? I did see part of that. It popped up, but I didn't watch Jules' Thought and AD either. I did hear she refrained from calling me names, though. I'm afraid of that, Tom Rose. I really am. I really am. I think there's a good chance that Patrick may walk. But to address Kay's live, the gist of it, I'm gonna watch it and I will respond to it one way or another. But the gist of what I got is that she was apologizing and she was taking the role as the better person, from what I was told. If I didn't know her so well, I would probably say, you know what, Kay, I accept your apology. But I know her. And I know that just last night, she says she had this epiphany overnight, that she woke up or something this morning. This is what someone messaged me. That she woke up this morning and felt forgiveness for me. And I had to kind of laugh because I got a screenshot of her mod Emily, whose name is Embalm, saying things nice about me in chat. Now, if you know Emily, she never says anything nice about me. Hi, Cherokee Grandma. Good to have you back. Real good to have you back. So, she forgave me. Oh, is that what it's about? Okay, I'm going to have to watch it because I thought she was apologizing to me. I didn't know she was saying that she forgives me for something that I haven't asked for forgiveness for. So I'm going to have to watch that and catch up. And I wasn't trying to scare anybody. It's just like, if she's sitting back saying that she's the better person because she's taking the quote unquote high road or whatever, I took the high road for a year and I think people forget that. I took the high road for 12 months from that woman. Every live stream she made about me included something personal. Whether it was about my daughter's mental health, which was not a joke. At 16 years old, my daughter was having suicidal thoughts. And Miss K thought it would be funny to go live and say that my daughter wanted to kill herself because of me. This is why I'm not quick to forgive her. But I sat back for a year. Didn't mention her. Didn't give her any life. Didn't give her any attention. And when I split from my husband and she really started getting personal, hey, Michelle, that was when I was like, you know what? And it all kind of started with Ems. When Ems went after Georgia Dog and went after me and had this big concocted story that we were trying to find our house and all this, I had to address it, man, because I don't do that. I don't go after people in real life. Like, I never have done that. And I mean, I could go on and on about the things. You know, she even said my granddaughter, who's 7 months old, said her name on a live, taunting me, telling viewers I'm on disability when I'm not. I've never been on disability. You know, it's just, if I didn't, like I said, if I didn't know her so well, I would let bygones be bygones. But you know what? I sat back for an entire year while this woman aired my dirty laundry. I never aired her personal business on a live stream ever. Right, there is no shame in being on disability. You're right. But I'm not disabled and I'm not on disability. However, at my job, I did pay for the short-term, long-term disability insurance. So when my mother died, I took some time off work. You're damn straight. I took short-term disability to mourn my mom. That's my mom. How can you judge me for taking time off work to mourn my mom? You know, I dread the day that she loses her mom because she's going to know how it feels. Because I know she's close with her mom. And to be beaten down and have your personal business exposed while you're mourning your mom, it's not a fun time. So, like I said, I'll listen to it and we'll see what I think. But, you know, losing a parent, it's probably the worst thing in the world. It really is. Like, a lot of my friends, you know, had lost their parents. And you think, God, it's so sad. You know, you feel bad for them. But, man, until you actually lose a parent, you have no idea. You have no idea. Like, you have no idea what your parents, like, how they held things together. Like, my mom, I never realized was the glue that held our family together. Because, yeah, you're right, Michelle, parent or child. Thank God I have never dealt with the loss of a child. But I have dealt with losing my mom, and it's hard. You don't realize, you know, she was the glue that held everybody together. She would talk people down when there was drama ensuing, when there was, you know, siblings talking about other siblings. I realize now she was the one who kept it all at bay. But I didn't realize that until she was gone. I didn't realize what a pivotal person, other than being my mom and my kid's grandma, I didn't realize what a pivotal person she was in our family. But you know what? It really just made me see true colors. People who will beat you when you're down. And that's all I'm going to say about that until I actually watch it. I'm so sorry for everybody in here who's lost a parent. Saw somebody said your parents died 4 months apart. That's so sad. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's hard to do basic stuff. I mean, I really fell into a depression. I really did. I was depressed. Like YouTube was in D Live were my outlets. It was just I was numb for quite some time. And Deb, I'm so sorry. Then I hear things like that, like people who lost their parents at a young age. It was being with my friends and having the support. It helped. And I was judged for being on YouTube. I mean, it just never ends on this platform, and I've let it roll off my back. But when it comes to someone who knows you personally, there's just things you don't do, and I had just had enough. It wasn't stopping. I mean, how long was I supposed to wait before I, fight back and defend myself and say, you know what, this lady is nothing. What she's portraying herself to be to these viewers. Yeah, she's a good writer, but she's condescending. She puts people down in order to lift herself up, and that I can't stand. That's why I separated. Brina, CK said even if your mom was alive, she would be scared of you and your behavior. She doesn't even know my mom. And my mom didn't really care for her. Michelle said, rather than sit back and realize you lost your mom, your mother-in-law, your employer closed, you decided to leave your marriage. She took that to use as a personal vendetta. She sure did. Aw, Joker, that's so sad. Isn't that crazy, Sherry, how that happens? I would have never imagined, that our lives would be like that. It is heartless, Michelle. She did say she wanted to remember the good times you had together. We did have some fun together. I mean, that I won't deny. I mean, I was friends with her for a reason. But, her controlling side came through when I got involved in doing something with her, like a podcast. And that was when things just spiraled quickly in a short 3 months, to a level where I couldn't do it. Farmville? You did Farmville to keep your mind off it. It's natural to feel orphaned after the loss of a parent. I mean, it's really weird. Hyperion went to we went to Toronto and we saw, what's his name? John Edward. The psychic, John Edward. She said your mom would be scared about the situation. She doesn't know what my mom would feel. My mom would think it was silly. My mom passed away at age 84. My mom loved being on Facebook. But my mom wouldn't have understood the YouTube world at all. At all. She would have been like, what are you doing? You're right, Michelle. It wasn't the first time. Fool me once and all that. You will grow from this, Jay. And I do. I've grown from everything that's happened. Man, I've lost a lot of people that I thought, I was close to, and some of it over greed, some of it over subs, some of it over viewer counts, some of it over splitting from a podcast because I didn't want to deal with someone who got drunk and talked down to me. I mean, you have to set personal boundaries. But you know what? You're right, Michelle. Michelle always brings me back down to reality. Hi, KMM. I didn't see your first comment, but thank you. Thanks, pretty bird. It makes me feel better, to talk things out. But I did gain a lot of good friends. I lost some people that, you know, I thought would be in my life for a long time. And that's a tough pill to swallow. I've had a lot of changes over the past year. A lot of changes. The first being my mom passing away. We didn't expect her to pass away. She was totally in the hospital for a UTI, which is a urinary tract infection, if you guys don't know. And it just took a turn for the worse. She went into cardiac arrest. Then we were worried about brain damage. She came out of the treatment for they cooled her body down to minimize any brain damage from lack of oxygen. And when she woke up, we were all so excited because she was there. Her mind was there. She wasn't gone. She was there. I could see her personality in her eyes. When she opened her eyes, I knew she was there. And then when she smiled and, gave the looks on her face, and, if she didn't want something done, the look of like disdain on her face. And I just knew she was there. And we thought, oh my God, we're out of the woods. And then her lungs weren't strong enough to breathe on her own. And this all happened in a matter of weeks. And my dad had to ultimately make the decision to take the mask off because she wouldn't have wanted to be like that. So that was the first tragedy of 2019. And after that, that was the end of January. So then my mother-in-law had cancer. She she declined from February to April very, very quickly. And she passed away in May. And then in July, I made the decision that I had to end my marriage. She was not a heavy smoker. No, Angelina, she didn't smoke at all, actually. It started out with breast cancer, and then she fought that. This was 12 years ago, and then it went into her lymph node and her armpit, which kept growing and growing, and then it made her arm pretty much immobile. And then she got a tumor on her skull. So, let me go back. I'm going to catch up on some. Even though it's online, some people just don't get that their ugly words sometimes might hit the person at a real bad time. I don't really differ online hate to in-person hate. Same thing to me. Jay, I've heard other YouTubers mention you with the utmost respect. I believe there are a lot of YouTubers out there that respect you, Jay. Thank you. Thank you, Cherokee Grandma. And thank you, Joker. I agree with you. You never know who you're going to hit on a day, and you don't know what's going on in their lives. When you lose someone close to you, you reevaluate your life and happiness, and you're only here once. Make the most of it. The people that love you will always be there, and if not, wish them well. Yes, yep, it did, Angelina. So she passed away like right before Mother's Day, which was awful. And then I had to make the choice to end my marriage, contrary to what hypocritical case says. No, he didn't leave me. No, I wasn't cheating. Um, I'm not going to get into details, but it it was coming for some time. So please do anything you can to quit. Said with love, not judgment. Taken with love. And yes, it's my second marriage. And no, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of, you know, having to start my life over. But sometimes you have to be a big girl and you have to do what you have to do. How long has this feud been going on? Since November of 2018, if you can believe that. And I sat quiet until last month. So it's been almost a year. My mom was 84 when she passed away. Yeah, Beth, I know. And he makes people feel very sorry for him. And so it's been quite the drama ride with that. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. We have since come to, agreements and terms of things and acceptance. So it's okay. Mm, no, it didn't go to her kidneys. It actually had nothing to do with her UTI. She was in there getting IV antibiotics, and she went to the bathroom. She was having a hard time breathing. But my mom had CHF, so she would get fluid in her lungs, and she'd have a hard time breathing. And she was telling my brother earlier that day that she was having a hard time breathing. Well, it wasn't anything new, because when you're laid up with a UTI getting, these IV antibiotics, you are immobile, you're not moving around. So you tend to hold on to more fluids. So, no one was really concerned, and the hospital didn't seem concerned. Yeah, sorry, congestive heart failure. Um, she went to the bathroom, and luckily a nurse was helping her back from the bathroom, and that was when she just collapsed and went into cardiac arrest. And they were like, it was the best case scenario. The nurses were right there. They got to her right away. So we, thought, okay, well, she has a good chance. But, it was just her, she was weak. She was weak, and she couldn't breathe on her own. Her lungs just, they did tests, and my dad said there's no way she'd want to be laid up, in a bed and only alive because of this mask. And, she couldn't talk. And hi, Annie, South Africa in the house. Watch us win the Rugby World Cup against England this coming weekend in Japan. My mom already has this awful wet cough for about 3 years now. Is that a symptom? It could be that she's holding fluid in. Does she see the doctor regularly? I know we have New Zealand in the house. We have South Africa in the house. We have Australia, probably the UK. I love these early morning, late night lives because I get my international folks. Hospice is the most dignified, respectful decision that one can make for their family member. Agreed. What up, Casey? Why aren't you sleeping? Scotland in the house. Carrie McDonald from Scotland. You woke up to pee and here you are. Here I am, girl. Can't sleep. You have to get up for work in 4 hours? Ugh. Yeah, look at Casey. We're just chit-chatting, Casey. Just chit-chatting. Michelle, you're going to be dragging ass tomorrow. I know. It's almost 4 o'clock here. I was sitting here, I'm like, I'm going to go live. Michelle, you drag ass every day. Thanks, Brina. No, I don't need to write everything out first. I will admit though that I probably could benefit from doing notes, but I've never been a note-taking kind of person, even in school. I do sleep, but it's so weird. My body is on this automatic 4-hour clock. I don't know why I can't sleep tonight. I did take a Robitussin cough pill. I don't know if that's keeping me up. I'm not sure. I like winging it. I do. And I'm going to get back into doing more true crime. Not just the Watts case, but the things that I've been doing all along. Those aren't done. Good morning, Goldie Con. My time of day. It's 8 a.m. in England. You just woke up. Well, good morning. Stressa. I like the mellow crowd. Are you looking into Casey Jones? I really haven't. Aw, thanks, KMM. You do. You just fake it till you make it. That's why I'm in sales. That's what we do. By nature, I fake it till I make it, girl. What do I think of plunder? God, I get asked that all the time. Good night, Michelle. Get your 4 hours in. Thanks for coming in. It was a nice surprise to see you. I thought everybody was sleeping. Love you. Plunder. Plunder is, I think she's toned things down. I don't really listen anymore, but I didn't like how she had her slant bashing Shanann. I don't know about Miss Mensa. Ever looked up the Daniel Holtzclaw case, Jay? Former cop who got 236 years, found guilty with witnesses, high on PCP. Another ID him is black, but he is white, got 48 years. No. Her videos go on for a long time. Like, my boyfriend has turned her on, and I'm just like, God, get to the point. No, I have to get back into these new cases because I have been distracted. Let's put it that way. By life. Distracted by life. But I've missed everybody. I've missed my channel. I've missed doing true crime. You guys are all up on it, and I'm not. Look at you guys all talking about these cases. I have no idea. J is for Justice is clueless. Another thing, let's see. Been on here for 47 minutes. People accuse who of being NK? You know, there was an article that I saved because the case was similar to Watts. Oh, being NK. I think she's a black woman. I think. That's funny, though. Okay. This article, I've had it pulled up in my phone. Jacob Foreman is the guy's name. And this happened in Canada. What's up, Robbie? Robbie, are you all bundled up? Okay, so this is something I've been wanting to talk about. I think she is. This is a Canadian man. Okay, so here's the headline. Dad killed wife with sledgehammer, then strangled daughters with hobby horse toy in case reminiscent of Chris Watts. Hi, Romad. Yeehaw! Robbie's off work. I've seen her picture. She's like, I can't remember her name, but I saw it a long time ago. Her picture and her name. Okay, so here's this article. He said, and this was back in September, and we didn't even hear about it. This was September 19th. He said he thought it would be better for his daughters to go home to heaven than to grow up in a world where daddy had killed mommy, prosecutor Murray Kay said during Jacob Foreman's sentencing hearing. So he was already sentenced. Oh my God, save Robbie. A Canadian man beat his wife to death with a sledgehammer, then lured his daughters to their deaths under the pretense of playing a game in a case that bears some eerie parallels to that of Chris Watts, whose own family murder gripped the U.S. a year ago. Jacob Foreman of Kelowna, British Columbia, was sentenced to life in prison for the murders of his wife Clara Foreman, 33, his daughters Karina, 7, and Yesenia, 9, in British Columbia Supreme Court on Monday. The sentence came a little more than a week after he pled guilty to the second-degree murder of wife and the first-degree murders of his kids. The victims' bodies were found in the family garage just days before Christmas in 2017, but the gruesome manner in which they died was only disclosed in court on Monday. The couple were arguing in their bedroom on December 17th about Jacob's drinking when he turned violent and hit her in the head with a sledgehammer 3 times. Out to shovel snow before taking them to church. Hours after he killed their mother and after attending church with the girls, He told them he wanted to play a game with them. Using a hobby horse toy, which is typically a stuffed horse's head on a stick, he choked one of them to death in the bedroom. Using the stick to apply pressure to their throat, he killed the other in the same manner. He said he thought it would be better for them to go home to heaven than to grow up in a world where Daddy had killed Mommy. The prosecutor went on to say that he killed his children in a callous, cowardly manner. 2 days after the grisly murders, police did a welfare check after friends were unable to reach Clara and the children. Foreman had told one friend that his wife and children left him. Their bodies were found in the garage instead. The girls were 7 and 9. Foreman's lawyer claimed that his client had alcohol issues and was in a state of withdrawal during the murders. This happened in 2017, and he was sentenced in September of this year. He was actually in the process of a withdrawal. Excuse me. He was of the view that he was not helping his family by being so alcoholic. He wanted to withdraw, but he tried to withdraw without support or treatment, and that obviously left to devastating consequences. He will be eligible for parole in 35 years. The case has parallels to the Watts case, which came to national attention in August 2018. Chris Watts became one of the most infamous family murderers in American history after he confessed to killing his pregnant wife, Shanann, and his 2 young daughters, Bella 4 and Celeste 3. He admitted to strangling his wife in their bedroom after an argument before smothering his daughters one by one and dumping the bodies in an oil field where he worked. So, yeah, I've been saving that article, and I have a picture, which I don't have up on my screen, of Clara and the 2 girls, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. You know, and I think the thing is, we don't hear about all of these cases. This happens more, I think, than we even know. And you know what, Robbie? If it makes you that way, it's probably the caffeine. Because if I drink too much coffee, I get impatient and cranky. Oh my God, Joker. It's only dark when you're on these channels at 4 a.m. All right, so I have a picture of this Clara and the girls. Let me pull it up so you guys can see it. It's so sad. I just don't understand. Why? He didn't want them to grow up in a world where Daddy killed Mommy. So, did he do it for them, or did he really do it for his own selfish reasons? And there they are. Beautiful wife, beautiful children. But yes, he was an alcoholic. And those poor little girls are a victim of his alcoholism. Very sad. But this guy took them to church, said he wanted to play a game with them, and choked them with their own toy. So his name, if you guys want to look into this case, it's Jacob Foreman. It's Forman. if you want to look it up. But why don't these people get divorced? Then the kids can have both parents. I don't understand. I know, Gail, same. Can you guys do me a huge favor and hit the like button? Hit the likety like. Sorry, I had to call my dog in. I didn't want to scream in y'all's ear. Alcohol, drugs is just a BS excuse. Proof is that Watts never got high or drank, and he is as bad as the worst of the worst. You're right. Thank you. Thank you for liking. Yes, it did happen in Canada. Oh, Robbie, you're so sweet. That's his name, though, if you guys want to look it up. Save Robbie. I always hit the like button immediately when someone I adore comes on. I can just hear him saying that, too. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. So what else do we want to talk about? We're kind of doing a little catch up. Catch up in the middle of the night. You guys have any questions for me? I mean, I'm willing to answer any questions that you guys might have about pretty much anything. Do you, Robbie? You're so nice. You have like the tolerance. Like, I don't have tolerance for a lot of the stuff on YouTube. And I've never been thank you, Cherokee Grandma. I've never been a drama channel. And I've allowed some drama on my channel. But that was drama to defend myself. Okay, let's see. How many kids, grandkids do you have? Okay, so I have 3 kids. My youngest is 19. And then I have a 21-year-old and a 24-year-old. And then I have a 7-month-old granddaughter. And Gail said, how is little Sophie doing? She is amazing. All of a sudden, in this last week, she's rolling across the floor to get what she wants. She literally rolls. Stomach to back, stomach to back, stomach to back. She is laughing. She's dancing. She's interacting with us in such an amazing way. Like, it's just, her little face lights up when her Gammy walks in. Like, I'm not just saying that to boast. She really does. Her and I totally have like this awesome bond. And you know what? With everything, like I was saying, all these changes I've had, when I'm with Sophia and I look in her eyes, everything's okay. Everything is okay. And that is the best feeling in the world. I've never had that feeling like I do with my granddaughter. You're usually on YouTube all day. Let's see. Yes, Beth Wade, there's going to be more videos on true crime for sure. This is kind of off topic, but what do you think of the murder mystery reboots TV series of Clueless? I don't know anything about it, say Robbie. Shame on me. What's the real story with all of your relationships with Cindy and Jamie? How did you all meet? Did you propose them or did they propose you? Do you still talk? Um, I've never spoke to Cindy. Aw, Sulfur Music feeding the baby. Um, I talk to Jamie occasionally, but Cindy I've never spoken to. Mel reached out to me back in March, and that's how that whole thing started. She wanted to know what happened with the podcast, and we started talking from there. But yes, I'm still friends with Mel. I'm still friends with Jamie. I don't have anything against any of them. And I really think that they're being used and abused. They're really being used and abused. That's what I'll say. Robbie, how is Sandra? Anybody else got any other questions? I'm open for questions. Are you still close with Oni? I haven't talked to Oni in a while. Um, we texted a few times, but it hasn't, been like it used to be. Which I miss, I do. You have like 8 grandbabies from age 14 to 21 months. Wow. I'm very, very close to them and find when I'm with them, nothing else matters. So true. Uh, Alexis, I think they've been used by a lot of different people. I think that they're very trusting people. They're very simple people. They take people at face value. And I think a lot of people have taken advantage of them and, you know, Takashi 69? No. Do you think Cindy is abusing her daughter? Abusing whose daughter? What does Jamie think about everything that's gone on with her brother, and does she talk to him from prison? Well, I can just tell you, what Jamie has openly said is that her and her family totally accept that Chris did this. They no longer believe that story. They no longer hold on to that. And I think what Jamie has said is basically her life has completely changed. Like, we watch videos about this case, we walk away from it, we shut our computers, we lock our phones, and we go to bed. But she can never turn this off. This is a video that is, playing over and over and over and over and over, and it won't stop. And for that, I have great compassion for her. Um, so that, I think, is, pretty much all I can say, and I don't want to speak for her. Why do you think? Yeah, I get it. Sulfur music, totally, 100%. Why do you think they're taking so long to sell the Watts house? I don't know, but I heard that they were trying to um, turn that into some kind of shelter. Oh, my dog's gonna bark. But I don't know if that was still going on. Sherry, your friend Mel seems to hold the Watts up as true victims. Do you agree? Yes. I think they're victims, and I think everybody who was affected by Chris Watts' actions are victims. Justice about us. Jay, can I call in because I need to speak directly with you? Justice, what do you need to speak directly with me about? It could be because I don't think they can do like a shelter. in like a neighborhood like that. I don't think the homeowners association would go for it because they would worry. You can't hear me? How about now? Is that better? Is that better? Can you hear me now? Oh, okay. Geez, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I don't think that the homeowners association would approve a battered women's shelter in the middle of a neighborhood where there's families, and I think it would, would pose a danger. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me again. 150 people in here. What time is it? 4:20. You guys are hardcore YouTubers. Hardcore YouTubers. Let me see. Go watch the video of Thrive Pro Bars. She gives both kids cookies and cream. Yeah, it does say tree nuts, but I don't think that it was tree nuts. Oh, that's so sad, Robbie. You still following Crazy Mike? Tree nuts, but I don't think Cece was allergic to tree nuts. I'm doing a thing on my channel to dress up like another YouTube creator. And I'm getting a Brian St. John costume. No, you're not. Are you going to wear a shirt? Peanuts aren't tree nuts. Yeah. Oh my God. Are other YouTubers doing that too, Robbie? Well, peanuts aren't tree nuts, though. Elijah, I have no idea. Oh, have a great day, Joker. Don't get caught watching YouTube. No, I think it's hilarious, and I can totally see BSJ going, yeah, dude, he probably loves it. Oh my God, the shirtless Brian St. John, awesome. Oh my God, that'd be so fun if we all did that on our channels, like dressed up like another creator. Dude, who would I want to be? Who would I want to be if I... Oh, you're good, Joker. Oh no, Romad. Well, I hope you get everything straightened out, dude. I'm glad to hear it's nothing major, but anything minor is scary enough. Oh, that's the point. I should participate. But how do I know who the other creators are going to be? Because I don't want to like duplicate somebody, right? Peanuts are a legume. How do you say that? I never knew how to say that word. Legume? I need like a list of these costumes and who's who. Who would I do a good something of? Gray hues. I could get myself a visor and a red sweatshirt and some cool headphones, and I could stream my Google Earth. What happened to that Just Us person that wanted to call in? Okay, Jay, when you have time, I have a very serious question for everyone. Shoot, Cherokee Grandma. The word legume sounds like an STD. You should be DWAP. I know. I don't know who Trisha is. I don't know who that is. Oh my god. Oh, be DWAP. Like, oh, okay, I get it. Who could I be? I don't know who Trisha is. You need to talk to me, but I need to know what for before I bring you on my panel. Who's Justice About Us? Is that Oni? Jay, I'm curious your perspective of the social media frenzy and interactive obsession of the Chris Watts case. Online groups have been around a long time, but YouTube adds another dimension. Any thoughts on that? I think the whole YouTube, I mean, I know there's probably tens of thousands of people who joined YouTube to watch videos about just that case. And I think that it's honestly like amazing. It's like this whole community on YouTube, which is just a blip in the YouTube world. But this community that we have here with Save Robbie and, all the creators you hear about every day, Gray Hughes and Perplexed and blah, blah, blah. All these people you hear about, we all are here because of Chris Watts. Isn't that weird? Like, has there been any other killer who has drawn an entire community? I mean, maybe. Are there, like, communities that came together because of the Ted Bundy case? I don't know. But I've never watched YouTube before Chris Watts, besides for do-it-yourself videos. That was the extent of my YouTube viewing. And then we started the podcast, and I put it on YouTube because it connected to another platform. I was like, what the hell? I'll put it on YouTube. It can't hurt. And then, boom, out came all these body cam videos and interviews and all this discovery. And it was all on YouTube. And then all of these people that came over from Facebook groups started channels. It's crazy when you think about it. Are there really loud noises? I'm on my laptop and it's kind of propped up on my lap, so I'm sorry. Is it bad right now? Hi, Courtney. Yeah, and Save Robbie. Hi, Remy. Yeah, I blame everything on Chris Watts. Like, everything bad that happens, I blame Chris Watts. But Robbie's thriving now because of him. I mean, all of these things that we're doing, whether it's we're live streaming like Robbie and I do, or we're just viewers who just want to watch and listen. We're all here, a lot of us, because of Chris Watts. Yes, save Robbie, that is a great point. He said, I think we have to remember a lot of people get on here because they're depressed. So they may have a more vibrant, wild side to themselves on YouTube, but in real life, they're probably hurting incredibly. I think that's a very important thing to keep in mind for everybody on YouTube. Be kind. It's simple. Be kind. Yeah, I am moving around, KMM. I'm sorry. Her first time here, and I'm moving around with my laptop, and I never knew lives existed before Chris Watts. Came here specifically because of all the body cams. The interactive nature of these communities is fascinating and scary, but mostly fascinating. I agree. What's up, Lala? What? Why is she saying bye? So back to this Halloween thing. Robbie, I didn't see if you answered me. Are other people dressing up? And if so, who and what? Jody LRN says people might laugh, but because of him, I realized I need to seek God more. Wow, it's insane, dude. I could pull it off. I could pull off anybody. I just want you guys to give me some ideas. Oh, gotcha, Lala. Save Robbie raps? No way. Hmm. I feel like you need to watch your neighbors more. Remy, who was the first live you discovered? Yeah, because when I started going live was in December. Discovery, when Discovery came out. Oh my God, Nancy Grace. I don't think I would do a good Nancy Grace. I don't have her spunk. Yeah, okay, Courtney, let's nominate the top three YouTubers Jay could be for Halloween. That's awesome, Robbie. I didn't know you had a music channel. Oh my God, dress up like Duty Ron, the world's greatest detective in the world. Armchair detective? Oh my God, I totally could. Delusion dispeller. I don't know who she. I mean, I don't. I know the name, but I don't know who she is. I could be Mommy Ramblings. I could be Armchair. I could be. I don't do a good British accent though. Um, I could be Perplexed. I could be Mandy Marie. Mary Marlowe. I could have a lot of fun with AD. I could just get on my laptop and move around a lot and have really, really awful audio and hang my books backdrop that hasn't been ironed because it's a piece of plastic. I'll just put it up there with the little squares folded all over it and throw on a rugby because I live in the UK. And what does he wear? A ball cap or something? Oh my God, Go Lightly said she's being perplexed, but she might have been joking. Talk about my dog and flirt with the ladies. I don't even know what he talks about. Have a poker table set up or get you a bulldog and call him Winston? What does that mean? Downtown Abbey and you could speak British. I could talk about Spanas. Whose dog is Winston? Oh, AD's dog is Winston? And it's a bulldog? Hey Mag, my grandbaby's awesome. Oh my God, that's so funny. His dog's name is Winston. I think it'd be funny to be Gray Hughes. I could be sitting in a cave. You guys are so funny. I could be Mommy Ramblings. Okay, so here's the top three. Mommy Ramblings, Gray, or who's the third? I need one more. Mommy Ramblings, Gray, Courtney. I know, but you okay. So he's oh my God, Save Robbie is at Walmart right now looking for a mullet wig so he can be Brian St. John. You could be Jay's for Jenna Marbles. I don't know who Jenna Marbles is. So I think if you're going to be someone, you really have to play the part because, like, we're not going to a Halloween party. Like, we're still having to talk. So I think if you dress up as a creator, you should also act like the creator. Oni would be really difficult. Oni is so unique. I can't. You can't duplicate Oni. Just us. Are you still in the chat room? Are you still in the chat room? Just us? Yes, you have to totally role play. I mean, you can't just sit there and look like someone else and talk like yourself. You have to talk like them. So AD would be really hard for me to do because I just don't know if I can talk. I can do the British thing. I don't know what's her name? justice about us. You're still here? Dude, what do you want to talk to me about? I don't know who you are. Oh my God, Robbie, you're crazy. My son's husband can do Oni. It's so funny to think about people sitting around and mocking creators, and creators don't even realize that. Perplex would be easy. Purple wig, cigarette, toy dog, and a lot of fucks. Jenna Marbles. I'm looking up. Oh, 20 million? I've never heard of her. Like I said, I don't watch YouTube. Oh, she's cute. So what does she do? She just does random stuff? Sexual Wednesday? She does like a blog or something? I couldn't look like her. I don't have that body. Are you kidding me? Courtney, I'd need a really high horse. Oh my God, Brian. Okay, y'all need Jesus, or I used to be a people person, then people ruined it. I'm gonna say I used to be a people person, then people ruined it. But the y'all need Jesus is good too. That's a tough one. Oh my God, Courtney. Yeah, Stephanie Harlow. You guys, what kind of shirt do you think? Soul for Music says the Jesus one. That's awesome, Robbie. I can't wait. Oh, no, no, no. You got to make it tight. Are you going to put a little gut in there? I should be go lightly. I need some really, 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 really big boobs. I can't wait to see it, Robbie. Yeah, it has to be kind of short. And then you have to have a little belly. That is so fun. What a fun idea. Oh my God, he's going to. A ginger. A ginger beard with blonde hair, right? Water balloons. I don't even think they make water balloons as big as her boobs. Have to get some beach balls. Molly Golightly has some big motherfucking boobs. You got what, Grandma? You can find mullet wigs like Joe Dirt. Go on Amazon. KMM, thank you for being here. It's been nice having you. Chills. I don't even know who that is. See, I don't watch YouTube. It's crazy. Yes, I think Brian is. He's blonde. No, you know what? I wouldn't do it to be mean either. But you know what Brian would say? He'd be like, if you didn't have a gut, he'd be like, hey, look at me. I slimmed down. I mean, I can just hear him like making a comment like that. I think that if you had a gut, he wouldn't even take offense to it. And I don't even know Brian St. John that well, but he doesn't seem like a guy that would get offended very easily. I think he's got pretty thick skin. Oh, does Chills have a sexy voice? You should have like a ball cap. Like, get a trucker cap with a Confederate flag on it. Does Brian have red hair? Oh, so everybody's intrigued by his voice? Oh my god, be Molly Golightly. That would be perfect. The problem is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream on Halloween. Oh, yeah, I can. Never mind. Oh, I wish I had a green dress. I would so be her. Or I could just be her in her jammies. I don't have blonde hair, though. If I was to be Molly Golightly, I'd probably get in my comfies, because I love being in my comfies anyway, and she loves being in her comfies. I'd put my hair in a messy bun. I'd put my glasses on. I'd make some tamales. I love that, say Robbie. I love it. $6. Yeah, eating tamales, bitching about Laura. Laura. Boobs, blonde wig, statement necklace, pajamas, and tamales. Absolutely. Miss Analyzer. Okay, I'm posting this in my community policy. Could see what I bought. I could. Old latex. Oh my gosh. She'd get you back. LOL. I could hear her now. Gosh, you guys think Molly Golightly? I don't know if I can pull that off. See, it'd be much easier to be gray and just insult my listeners. Are you an idiot? Just get out of here. Coming here with that. Stupid conspiracies. Yeah, he's almost too easy. Molly Golightly is you have to work to mock her. You know what I'm saying? Like not to mock her, but to imitate her because she's so animated and energetic and Gray would be cute. Okay, save Robbie. Go look at my community post. Let's see. Oh my god. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I just left the first comment. That is awesome. I love it. You might have to trim the wig a little bit. I don't think his hair is that long. You might have to get out your scissors and. Good night, Sulfur Music. It was good talking to you. I think we need to make it a challenge. All right. Okay, guys. I am actually reading glasses. I can't. I'm actually going to try to go lay down too. It's 5 a.m. You guys have been with me for a long time. Thanks for talking me through my insomnia. I got to get my sleeping routine back on track. So yeah, 1 hour, 40 minutes we went. Wow. Thanks you guys for being here. 137 people. There's like 4 chatting. People are just listening this morning. Yeah, don't do anything you're not comfortable with, Robbie. And you always keep it cool. So, all right, you guys, have a great rest of your night, morning, wherever you are, and be kind. Keep that in your mind. Be kind. Be kind. All right, good night, guys.